Oh, she's a cold one this morning. I just got something in today. Hoo 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 hoo. But I got something else. Some of y'all is gonna like that, although I probably won't work on it right yet. It's freaking cold. I want it to warm up a little bit. This is a Bombardier, or as Todd calls it, the Bombardier. Yeah, it's got some CVT kind of issues, but it still moves, it drives, I don't know, but we're gonna go through it later today. It's freaking cold right now, and it's four-wheel drive, or all-wheel drive. Got some pretty good meaty tires on it. I think these are the Goodyear Kevlar. I think they're Kevlar, Goodyear. Interiors, I don't know what it's got in the front or in the back. But yeah, I done got me a ATV. So one of the biggest problems he was having with this thing was the shifter's kind of weird. It won't go all the way forward. It'll go all the way back. It'll go here, here, and it's just kind of flopping around like a flounder. I think it might be. Okay, well that's one thing. It's loose down there, so that probably needs to be tightened up. And then they were doing something with this thing, so they left the cover off. And so I think what he said, water got down there into the CVT. So we're gonna pull this apart and see what's going on with that CVT. Looks like you're probably gonna need to throw some fuel lines on it. It's pretty stiff stuff, unless it's supposed to be that way. It's not pliable by any means. So, so now what I'm gonna do? I got this thing on park and with the e-brake on. I need to get an actual set of ramps for this, so I'll probably be next for this. I'm gonna get my ramps and load it down onto here. Yeah, yeah. Yeah, she's freaking all-wheel drive. Got freaking disc brakes. That disc brakes all the way around. It's got disc brakes all the way around. Well, sort of. It's got disc brake back here, and then it's got the two up front. I bet you could probably add the other disc brake on the other side. So this has got a Rotax motor in it. I don't know what size. I think it was a 650. Probably more than what I need. Just look at it, it's all milky. You're like, God damn it. This is not even that dirty. That's great. Yeah, we're gonna be going through this thing, that's for sure. We'll check our spark plugs and whatnot and all that good stuff. Let me figure out a setup to get this thing unloaded without doing damage to property and myself. I gotta tell you something, for being 1 o'clock in the afternoon, it's freaking cold. I'm actually cold, like my hands are frozen. We got brake, there's another brake. Actually, that's the park brake. The park brake is on. This is a tube for the CVT. And this here's another inlet for the CVT. Oh, it's got a mechanical, mechanical fuel pump. Okay. So we're on. That's reverse. That's neutral. Why won't it go into so this is like whatever. So I know that's neutral. Reverse. Okay, I'll just leave it in neutral. Choke. Neutral and the park brakes on. Oh yeah. Hey. Oh, that's the winch. Winch works. What's it? There it is. Runs good. Okay, so it shifts in the drive. So let's take off. So that's low range. Now if so there's neutral. I wonder if the CVT is like sticking and it's making it hard to shift, because when I shut it off I'm able to put it back in neutral. So it's in neutral, it's not wanting to take off. I'm gonna go ahead and just shut it off for the moment while I unratchet strap it. And so I think I'm gonna need some air in the back tires. I got her off. It was a little scary, but I did it. I'm gonna buy a set of ramps for this so I can just load it up without having to be the next YouTube startup. Freaking crashes. ATV trying to load it. God, I'm freaking cold. So we got some interesting wiring going on back here. Is that for the fan? I know the fan doesn't work or something like that, so I'll have to look into that. And the battery, I don't know where the battery tight on. I don't have to get a bunch of crap from him. Again, I only paid like $400 for it, so I think he still has stuff. He said to just come get him if I'm missing anything. So like I think there's some hardware missing for the rack. Not exactly sure, but anyways, I can get it to easily go into gear if it's on and I'm kind of rolling just a tiny bit. I'll pop it into a gear. Otherwise, when you're trying to go into a gear, especially like low range, this starts squealing just a little bit, and then you're like, what the hell? And then you get into your gear you want, and you're good to go. I think I actually have to go buy gas. I have a reason to buy gas other than for the lawnmower that we're not using right now. So yeah, I just drove around the block. She moves. There's nothing wrong with the transmission. I think just the CVT needs some love. I may see about trying to get an aftermarket deal for this, but I got a cylinder head to do on that truck, so that'd be first. And then we got this here. it's gonna be that hard to get to. So I'm going to remove this. I'm going to remove this step so I can get a little better access to the lower bolts on this thing. Yeah, of course. God damn it. It's just freaking cold out here and my hands can't do anything. And then I've got going on. Let's see if this will work without stripping it out. A little bit of crusties there. A little crusty. A little crusty. Okay, so we got a fair bit, so it kind of comes up. So now, what do we got here? Of course, they're all nylock. I want to say it's a half, or it could be a 13 and a 12 won't fit, so. You know, I don't even care if that bolt doesn't want to come off. So what I'm going to do is I'm just going to loosen up the one. Remove the other completely. I'm going to go back in and blow my nose again. I'm just like... So I'm just going to try and do that. And that'll give me a little bit of room. Then I want this whole plastic thing. I don't want to take this whole plastic thing out. And there's like 500 screws holding it all together. Oh man, I cleared my nose out and holy shit. That was a lot. I am missing a 10 mil. Apparently. I have my little short 10 mil, but I guarantee this is a 10 mil. Yep. And then, oh, that's my 10 mil. I was missing a 12 mil. Well, this, I just need one more extension. I'm getting claustrophobic with all that shit in my way. You know why I didn't roll this all the way into the garage is beyond me. So 10 mil. This is just a CVT, so there should not be any oil or anything that comes out of this. Bolt back there. And you get all this wires and stuff in your way. And then there's a bolt there. There's also a slot right down in here. You can probably get a wrench up in there, but screw that. So what I was told is that this got rained on because they took the top off for whatever reason. Forgot why. And that water got in, and then all of a sudden it was just a kind of a pain in the ass afterwards. Just looking down there, it's bone dry. All the bolts are free. Okay, that's more like it. This has a vent on the other side. I might actually take this and put a cover over it. Okay. Well, it gasket's okay. It didn't really get rained on a whole lot. So there's our starter nose. It's got good compression. It's got the original belt. Oh, I think that's what squeaks. I'm almost wondering if this just needs to get replaced with a new one, because I mean the fingers and everything are all kind of crusty looking, and it's obviously had moisture in here. I don't think there's anything really wrong with it. It shifts if you just let it roll forward a little bit. But then it kind of feels like all of a sudden it wants to grab. Like if this started to engage prematurely, I started to spring out. So I mean, it works right now. See, there's a little roller down in there. So while this is going, that roller in there is not letting this just, you know, continuously slip on the pulley until this springs out. So I might go to the, well, I mean, it works. It shifts, so I'm okay with that. It's just a little weird. I think what would need to happen is just replace this all with a new aftermarket deal, because I have a feeling that this is probably just either way too sensitive, or it's the counterweights and stuff are sticking because of the moisture that's been in there. So when I first started it up, the kill switch is a little funky. So when I first started it up, that was turning. So I'm like, okay, no, and then that went click, it popped out a little more. And I stopped spinning, I was able to shift it. So that's what's happening, is that guy is sticking just a little bit, and it's causing that to turn. And when that's turning, when you're trying to shift it, you've got basically gear block. So while that's turning, everything else is trying to mesh it. I mean, it doesn't grind when you're trying to shift it, And then when you do get it to shift, it kind of clunks a little bit because it's lurching forward because that's partially engaged. I think really all this needs is just a CVT upgrade at a later time. I got to do the cylinder head on that guy on the truck out there. So when that's done, I'll probably end up going to the local motorsports shop and just seeing if I can't get a CVT clutch for this and just upgrade that, or even just a new one for that matter. Because I'll see that it should go forward. It's working great, and then when you let go, it comes back and it hangs up and it goes click. So it may even just need to be used. Free up. That should be enough air pressure for these tires. So, yeah, it's kind of back together. I might have another screw that'll fit this. We'll find out. I feel like I'm missing another vent too, but that's okay. We really just need small fasteners just to reattach the fenders to the thingamabobs. But other than that, I'm really not missing a whole lot. You know, if I gotta go get a couple fasteners, that's fine. I do want to undo this. This is for the fan. I'm probably gonna just wire up a switch to the fan. I'll kick on when I'm really romping on her, or if it says it's overheating. So this guy, being a bit of a pain in the ass, trying to plug in. That kind of sits on there, and maybe the rack was on top of it and holds it in. I don't fucking know. That falls off. Who needs bolts when you got big black zip ties? Hell yeah. So that's on there. There it works, and it's solid. And I'll show you what I did for this top piece. They have these weird triangle looking things that go down and they don't hook to anything. Well, I'll show you what I did to make it stay put. Zip tie. And then I got one bolt holding that in, and I might have an extra. Shoot, it is cold today. And I only put one on each corner. I didn't go too crazy. That's it. Look, it's attached. Rad. We're probably gonna. I don't want to put too much money into it right now, but later. I'm thinking I'm gonna go through and we're gonna change the oil on the front diffs, the rear diffs, the transmission. We're gonna change the engine oil. The air filter on it's good, so I'm gonna leave that alone. I think the spark plug's good. It's not having any problem starting, so do real simple maintenance on it. These tires are still good, but you know what? I really like the ones in the front, so if I get a set of those in the back, that'd be freaking sweet. But other than that, she's ready to rock. Future upgrades, I think I would like to put a new set of coilovers in the front to raise it up, more adjustable ones, and maybe same thing for the rear. So this is going to be the off-road rig to the off-road rig, because I got the truck that'll get us out in the woods, and then this will be the toy. If I break this, it's no big deal. We just slap it back in the truck and away we go. Not today. So this has the same triangle things, and I can get to them kind of right there. And this just sticks into this little rubber grommet right here. Yep. This stuff's been apart for a long time, so it's not really all that perfect anymore.
Damn, it's cold out here.
Yeah, I'm freezing.
Oh, it feels good to be in. Yeah. When I was about your age, I was looking at trying to get one of these things, and I thought I had a lot of money, and I went to go price them, and I go, because they were $2,500, $3,000 when I was back then.
Yeah.
I'm talking about like 80, 89. That's a lot of money.
Yeah.
I really wanted one to throw on my 4x4 truck, and I didn't get one.
Well, now we have one.
Yeah. I think I actually want to ride it.
Just be careful with the throttle.
Go on, man. Damn, I'm going in now. Holy moly.
Yeah, I know.
Chili Willy. Woo.
Okay, so I don't know how these go together, Dale. So, where the hell does this go to? Is this a skid plate for the... Yeah, it's a skid plate for the front. It kind of goes something like that. I'm just gonna leave that for now. I gotta get fasteners for it, so all the plastic pieces are on. Yeah, we'll get that all put back together. And that'll have to do for now. And this bit just goes onto the front, which I probably won't put on. I gotta move Mom's car. Alright, so just from using it, the transmission's shifting easier. It's real nice now, even when it's running. The brakes suck on this, so that'll be a thing. So we're in neutral, on. She starts. Reverse. Wait for the neighbors to roll. That brake ain't holding. Alright, cheers. That's enough of this.